Yo, what's up, good people? Y'all know what time it is. AA Sports, straight sports, no chaser. And one half of the super team here on this sports talk thing. I'm Diego Barista. Here with the other half of the team. Tell them who you are.
What's good, good people? It's your boy, Uncle Hate, the other A in AA Sports. I'm making it, brother. I ain't got my energy tonight. I got to get it up. How you doing?
Yeah, man. It's all good. We got a little bit to touch on. Don't help that we got this whack-ass division to cover tonight, the AFC South.
Maybe that's what it is.
We'll roll, you know what I'm saying? We'll roll through it. Of course, I know we got the open bar coming up here in a second. We got some NFL tidbits on the rapid fire segment. And we'll end up like we always do. Time to go home. Last call.
Sure.
Getting into, like you said, in the club, free before 10. It's time for open bar. Tell them what we're pouring up this week on open bar.
All right, kind of somewhat of a slow week, but we're gonna give this we're gonna raise a glass and start the show off to Vince Wilfork. He's one of my personal favorites because he's funny. The homie retired yesterday, I believe, officially from the NFL after 13 seasons, 5 Pro Bowls, and a 2-time champion with the Patriots. I'm always gonna remember Vince Wilfork for Hard Knocks. He was at the Texans camp with them overalls on, them cowboy boots, no nothing else.
Right.
But the U's finest. Also, we could raise another glass. I'm going to take this one off the last call and move it up. Raise a glass to the homie Usain Bolt. He had his last individual race, I want to say Saturday. He lost it. It was 100 meters, but it was his last individual race. So he still will be doing relays and whatnot. But, you know, that's what GOAT status right there, one of the greatest all time. And he lost to Justin Gatlin. And Justin Gatlin, everybody knows him, the cat who has been caught up in the PEDs once or twice in his life. He beat Bolt his last race. Raise a glass to the homie Usain Bolt.
Good career for Bolt. Yeah, the first thing that came to my mind when they said Gatlin was the one that beat him, first thing came to my mind is he clean.
Right, exactly. Wow. They said they booed the hell out of him. He walked in that arena.
Yeah, on the podium. They were saying, I think some of that was due to the fact they just wanted to see Bolt win because, I mean, Gatlin, it's really been like 10, 11, 12 years since that whole thing went down, and he's been clean since then. So
yeah, you know. He won. That's all that matters. He beat – and you know what? It was classy what he did at the end because after he won the race, he kind of kneeled at him and, you know, like gave it up to Bolt. That was what's up. That's what's up.
All right, cool.
All right, let's jump on in. Let's run through these tidbits. All right, people. I want to say we touched on this last week. Well, we knew Ryan Tannehill got hurt, and we knew it was going to be some discussions on who was going to get the job. I could have we did mention Jay Cutler last week, didn't we?
I can't remember. If we did, it was very briefly.
Right. Well, Jay Cutler got the job. Jay Cutler got signed by the Dolphins. 1 year, $10 million with $3 million more in incentives. A lot of people up in arms about it because, of course, Colin Kaepernick was discussed. But if you know football and know how this stuff works, you really shouldn't be surprised. Cutler played under the head coach in 2015, I believe. Knows the verbiage and everything. Now, you should be upset in regards to the fact that he just retired. Hadn't worked out. Nobody, nothing of that nature. But honestly, kind of saw it coming. What do you think?
I mean, yeah, the minute they start saying that Cutler was in the discussions, I was like, okay, that's probably going to go that route because, you know, for all of Cutler's bullshit, Adam Gase was one of the only coaches to ever get a little bit out of him.
Right.
That 1 year. Like I said, the familiarity with the offense. I was hoping, you know, maybe Cat would get a shot, but I forgot all about the Fidel Castro T-shirt thing.
Yeah, when that came up, that changed the whole narrative.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I heard Bomani talking about it. You know, he said from the beginning, you know, there's 31 teams that could possibly sign Colin Kaepernick, but one team that will not would be the Miami Dolphins. And you know, due to that and the Cuban population down there, they were not having that. Because if you go back, just jogging my memory now, when he mentioned that last year after he wore that T-shirt, San Francisco actually had to go to Miami to play. And they booed him something heavy. So not surprising at all. Not surprising at all. But it's also not surprising that anytime a job is coming up, if it ain't Kaepernick's job, then everybody's going to be up in arms. It's just like, I get it, but at the same time, when we just omitting and throwing away everything and anything we know about football, it appears that's what we're doing. So
I got a feeling his opportunity's coming, but I think Baltimore's going to circle back around.
I mean, to me, his opportunity is really hedging on Joe Flacco's back.
Basically, and they're coming out talking about we don't have no timetable. I bet y'all don't.
So let them play a preseason game this week. Let Malik come out there and throw 4 or 5 picks again like he's been doing in practice. And then maybe we'll see.
They said Malik's playing deep into this game, so this is a show me game.
And if Flacco's back is what it is, and you're playing your number 2 quarterback, which is currently your number 2 quarterback, if you're playing him deep into the first preseason game, that tells me that you're not very comfortable with him
at all.
Trying to give him every opportunity to show you otherwise. So we'll see. Like I said, I believe when I see it.
Yeah. But as far as Cutler, I got a few of his highlights from the press conference. At the end of the day, this is what you're going to get from Cutler. If you're expecting a wild guy who's going to come in there and galvanize the team, that's not what y'all getting. It's just
not at all.
The funny thing is, I like this comment because the good thing is I play quarterback, so I don't really have to be in great cardiovascular shape.
I mean, what kind of shape could he possibly be in? He hadn't been ready to play no football. They said his wife had to talk him into playing.
Ain't that some shit?
So, I mean, them is red flags right there to me all day.
Man, when he said that part about his wife, all I could think about was Any Given Sunday when Cap wanted to retire.
Yeah.
His wife slapped the shit out of him and told him, nah, you got 2 more years.
So,
but hey.
We're going to see.
$10 million, that's a good little bag for somebody who didn't want to play.
I mean, a lot of people talking about the money. I don't see the money as a real big deal because, I mean, outside of – because I had to go and look at the money rankings after it came out. I'm like, okay, what's up with this money deal? And outside of the rookies, he's the lowest paid quarterback outside of people that's on their rookie deal.
Nah, what I mean by that is for you to be that late to the party and you can get $13 million for 1 year, that's a nice little bag for you when you was probably going to make maybe $600,000 a year on TV. That's a nice little bag.
Oh yeah, I mean that's a nice come up for him. I'm just saying there's a lot of people like, oh my God, he got $10 million. Like
that's the NFL. They make billions of dollars. So
right,
shouldn't have been bothered by that.
It's a quarterback.
Right.
Quarterbacks make money, so
yeah.
They were pressed for a quarterback. What did you? I don't know. Whatever. Like a lot of people are just in their feelings and are either omitting everything they know about football, or it's casual people who really don't know a lot of the ins and outs and they're just commenting based on other stuff.
Yeah. So I was trying to keep this show cap free, so we'll go from that.
Never be cap free.
Well, we'll throw a little bit in, but like you said last week, it ain't so much really to talk about at this point. Until we see something. So
yeah, and it's gonna get real. All the boycott discussions and everything. We're gonna see.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's real easy to say, let's boycott when you really don't even watch to start with, or if you're a Catholic, you know what I'm saying, or if you are a heavy college person anyway, you just watch NFL, you don't really have an NFL team, you don't have a lot of stock in it. Which, by the way, that's kind of interesting that a lot of people are saying they're just going to watch college when college has been exploiting these kids for years. But
worse. So
that's a whole nother discussion. But we're going to see.
Yeah. Last little tidbit on this situation. Tom Brady started his first game for the Patriots September 30th, 2001. His first game for them. Since that day, Jay Cutler, if he starts, will be the 43rd starting quarterback in that damn division since Tom Brady. There's no stability in that division besides him. None.
Nah, not at all. The Dolphins have had 16 quarterbacks, Buffalo 14, and the Jets 12. And
Cutler will make 17.
And this is over a 16-year span. So the Dolphins have had an average of one quarterback every year, a new quarterback every year since 01. Buffalo and New York are not, trending that far behind. Another
division title for the Patriots. They're going to have to find another place for a division banner.
Hey.
That's a good type of problem. They probably don't even hang division banners, though.
Yeah. It's going to end up making I'm going to throw some hate out there. What would the Patriots really be like if they had to play in a competitive division?
You know what? Is it wrong that defensively, the division we're going to discuss tonight is better than the AFC North? I'm sorry, AFC East. Defensively, they're better. He would have more problems in this division because it's pass rushers.
Oh, in the AFC South?
Yeah, you got to think the Texans.
Looking at it right now, I'm just saying over the course of this time, let's just say they had been in the AFC North.
Okay, gotcha.
Where you playing Pittsburgh, Baltimore twice every year.
Yeah.
Or in the NFC East, where that division is always competitive.
Yeah, that's true.
Not AFC, but the NFC South, competitive every year from top to bottom. So,
yeah, very true.
Here in the cakewalk division every year, so that definitely helps.
In that division, you're looking at give or take 4 wins a year.
Yeah,
just maybe 5 or 6. So,
yeah, exactly.
So ain't that hard to make the playoffs? And you can sit there and look at the schedule like, all right, we got 6 right here, we're good. We just need 5 more.
By the time you get to your bye, you're gonna be no less than like 8-1. The playoff spot clinched by Halloween.
Right. All right. Second story on our tidbits. Anquan Bolden signed with the Buffalo Bills. I don't have no problem with Anquan Bolden taking another job, but I just don't understand why he keep going to these teams. For the money that he got offered, nobody else had that bread for him.
I was wondering the same thing when he went to Detroit last year. And now he's going to Buffalo. It's like this dude is determined to end his career on a loser.
He had like 65 balls last year. Like 65 balls, 800 yards. And you couldn't get a job with anybody else. I was sitting there thinking about Dallas. I'm like, they didn't have this money? Who the hell is the second receiver behind Dez?
They don't have Terrence Williams no more.
Is it the little fella? I can't remember his name.
Cole Beasley?
I guess he's number 2.
Let's see. Let's check real quick. Depth chart. Dallas Cowboys. You got Dez. Yeah, Terrence Williams still there.
So I know Anquan Bolden at 36 years old is better than him. At 36.
We know Terrence is the take the top off the defense guy. So that ain't Anquan. Nah,
that ain't him. Dez don't run. Well, yeah, I guess Dez ain't really been running. He ain't the go route guy like he used to be either. Dez has been
he turned into most of it. He didn't turned in like a younger Anquan.
Anquan Bolden. So.
He the tougher, the possession guy. So, but Buffalo's cold. You got Tyrod throwing the ball. All right, man. Good luck.
Arizona wouldn't have took him back. Michael Floyd gone. But I guess that'd be two slow ass old dudes if it's him and Larry Fitzgerald down there.
Right. And I didn't even know. Anquan got some sneaky numbers. I think if he catch 29 balls this year, he'll move into 4th all time in receptions.
Damn.
Above, he'll pass Marvin Harrison. Just 29. That's all he needs.
Oh shit. So he on the way to the Hall.
It's gonna be one of them things that's gonna be debatable.
If his number's better than Harrison's.
No, this is just receptions. He ain't gonna have the touchdowns and the yards and all that. Just pure catches. So
gotcha. Well, you played if you started when you was 22, and you caught 75 balls a year, just about 65, 70 balls a year, and you 36. That's.
I think they were saying in his whole career he hasn't caught less than 45, 50 balls, somewhere around there. No less.
Hey man, they should let him in the Hall for that game. He broke his face.
I'm about to say he in the Hood Hall of Fame all day. I don't know if he's gonna get that real gold jacket though.
All right, speaking of Hood, Can Sheldon Richardson and Brandon Marshall just fight and just get it over with?
I mean, it's really just Sheldon Richardson that want to keep running his mouth. I don't think Brandon Marshall's paying him any mind because I haven't really heard anything out of him out of that first.
He's gone high when Sheldon's gone low.
Yeah. And of course, reporters keep asking him about it. Sheldon's not going to bite his tongue. So,
at this point, I watched. I think I had Brandon Marshall on one of my fantasy teams last year. That I don't recall it seeming like he quit. It's just you playing with turnover machine fits.
Right. It would now that's the interesting part of it. I would like to know what exactly Sheldon Richardson is talking about when he say that he quit.
Mm-hmm.
No, because every week I looked at him just from the naked eye. I can't say every week I looked at him because it's the Jets who was taking time watching
on TV a lot. So
only time I caught them if somebody was scoring a touchdown on red zone.
Basically,
it seemed like Brandon Marshall was out there competing like Brandon Marshall does, still looking for the ball, still engaged. So obviously some things going on in that locker room between the two of them that, maybe one day it'll come to light. At
this point, all Sheldon need to focus on is this 0-16 they about to catch. That's it. Just focus on that.
That's it. So we're probably going to be hearing a lot more comments out of him and other people because they're fucked. Their number one receiver that we already thought was going to be shaky because it was one thing for Enunwa.
We did talk about that.
Enunwa, excuse me, mispronounced his name. I think he caught 67 balls, 70 balls, somewhere around there last year.
Yeah.
And he was really kind of a number 3 guy. After Stephen hurt and then Marshall. So he's like, okay, this the guy you want to be on number 1?
Right.
He has to have neck surgery. So now they are really screwed. I know this is kind of getting off topic. Let's just read their receivers real quick. I don't know none of these dudes.
I did remember one guy.
Not one. All right. These are their receivers. Sharon Peak, Robbie Anderson.
I know who he is.
Jalen Marshall.
Don't know him.
That's their top 3. And behind them, they've got Chad Hansen, Marquise Wilson, Ardarius Stewart. That name kind of sounds familiar. I think he went to Alabama.
The only reason why I remember Anderson is because he can't catch one for shit. You know how many balls he dropped, touchdowns he dropped last year. And plus he got locked up at a concert this summer. He was on my wild animal watch. Tried to fight the folks.
Did he play for the Jets last year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he dropped a lot of touchdowns.
Darius Stewart went to Alabama. So that's what they got. And no quarterback. So, 0-16 is very much in their future.
Tell you what, I was a Jets fan, season ticket holder. I love my team and all, but I try to get up off them tickets this year. I think I try to get up off of them. Sitting out there in that snow to watch that 0-16.
Well, man, Jets fans are passionate, though, man. Jets fans are passionate. Yeah. They'll be there. They'll be there.
All right, Brandon Albert. We talked about him last week. We said, he retired. He was getting out early. In my eyes, what happened was they was like, yeah, you quit. That's cool. But we're going to need that 3.4.
3.4.
Whether it be check, cash, or money order, or card, however you want to do it.
Right.
A couple days later, I want to come back.
Right.
You're goddamn right I'm going to come back. I ain't handing no team $3.4 million.
Man, I was just bullshitting, man. Y'all know I'll be playing around.
I'm a vet. I ain't want to be out there in that damn sun. Y'all know.
But from what I'm hearing, they're not going to make it easy if they take him back.
At all. But you know who's in charge down there. We're going to talk about him a little bit later. You not going to run this type of foolishness on Tom Coughlin. Not going to work.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But I don't know I don't know honestly what they can do because if he didn't file any retirement papers, that means he's technically still under contract.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken. So
I think they said they were going to put him on a reserve list to where they still control his rights, but he didn't. If the papers weren't submitted, then something gonna have to shake. Right.
I think they say I did read something say they're trying to work out because of course he came back because he don't want to pay the $3.4 million, so they're trying to offset $40,000 a day that they're going to fine him for missing however many days of camp he done missed so far.
You think they really fine them folks when
sometimes they do.
Oh man.
They do. Man. It depends. So.
All right. real quick, we gotta get on into the show. Cam Newton's not playing tomorrow. Not surprised. I ain't worried at all. He wasn't gonna play. They said he started lightly throwing this week. From what they said, though, they were planning to put this rest into the whole schedule. I mean, shit, he had his arm cut open in March. I want to say late March. So you weren't expecting him to be going full blast right now. At least I wasn't. But
right,
as long as he's back by week 1. And Jarvis Landry, this whole situation, the more I read into it, I don't understand why this is even news. What we're talking about, Jarvis Landry's been investigated for domestic violence from a situation back in March. Now, this just hit the news now, like yesterday.
Right.
The situation happened in March. Now, from the statement I read, his girl said we was arguing. He ain't put his hands on me. Nothing. He wasn't locked up. Nothing of this nature.
Right. She said the police were called, but she didn't call them.
Right.
So nosy neighbor.
Right.
After that, she said, there were no, like you said, there were no criminal charges, and she was not in any way physically harmed. She said, yeah, we're going through some civil family court case. Emotions are high, but I would like to make it very clear that Jarvis would never, ever do anything to harm me or anyone else. If that's her statement, there's nothing else to talk about.
I know we didn't miss this in March, but this shit really just dropped yesterday.
I want to say a video came out.
Okay.
And so maybe that's why it's just coming up. So, like you said, if he didn't get arrested, that's probably why we hadn't heard about it.
Right. And, this man is in the middle of trying to negotiate a payday, and then this shit comes out. I tell you, man.
Yeah.
Media is something.
I think he'll be fine, though. And I think she knows, what's her name? Estrella? What is that? I don't know how to pronounce her last name. It sounds exotic.
Yeah.
She know that money's on the line, so good job coming out and making that statement.
Already. All right, let's jump on into the AFC South. This ain't a really impressive division. It started off, okay, the Texans won the division last year. They went 9-7, 5-1 in the division. The Titans went 9-7 also, but 2-4 in the division. The Colts went 8-8, 3-3 in the division, and the Jaguars underachieved like a big dog last year. Went 3-13 overall, 2-4 in the division. Okay, starting off, I'm gonna step out. Well, it's not even really stepping out. I'm thinking the Titans is gonna win this division this year.
Think so?
Yeah, if quarterback's the most important position, I'm not even sure what's going on with Luck up there. I think Mariota right now is the best one in the division. The defense, they attempted to address it. I think they're going to win this division this year. Who you got?
I got the Texans winning.
Okay.
I think at some point, Deshaun Watson is going to take over. And I just think that defense is going to be able to push them over the top. Now, last year Achilles heel was obviously the pass game.
Right.
Whether you have Tom Savage or Deshaun Watson, I don't think Tom Savage is going to do anything to blow you away, but I don't think he's going to fuck up like Brock did.
You know what, man? Brock talking all that shit up there, talking about Cleveland, and, he's happy to be there. Hey, man, they were 29th in passing last year. Some of that shit falls on your shoulders as the quarterback. A lot of it falls on your shoulders.
That is true. I hate their coach, but you already know that. I hate Bill O'Brien.
I'm coming around to that way of thinking. I was defending him last year, but I'm coming around to that way of thinking.
I mean, he's supposed to be a quarterback guy. I just don't see him as a quarterback developer yet. I don't see that in him. I think he wants to be what they say. Well, what Josh McDaniels is. I
don't think he's that.
Right, that's what I'm saying. He wants to be that.
But the funny thing is, man, it's almost like when you playing with LeBron. LeBron can mask a lot of your shit. Tom Brady makes these guys look really good up there in New England. These coordinators and shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Because when McDaniels left, no success. O'Brien's been down here, no success. So it's the difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who'd you say is the best in the division? That's a tough question to me.
Best in the division as far as what, the team?
Coaching.
Oh.
I don't like none of them.
I mean, they all average to me. Malarkey, you guys put Pagano, yeah, Pagano.
Yeah, Pagano.
Doug Marrone. This is his first year, right?
Yeah, you remember he quit up there in Buffalo. He was a head coach up there some years ago, but just quit because I think he wanted to keep his staff, and they said no.
Okay.
So I don't like none of these dudes as head coaches.
Nah.
So basically, we can just reach our hand in the bag and just pull out a name, and that's best at this point.
I mean, that's all I can see. Maybe Chuck Pagano.
That's a big
I just don't think he's had a full deck to work with, like ever.
Yeah.
So
that's true. I guess you can go that route. I guess you can.
How long has he been there? Because I mean, before the last 2 years when Luck was hurt, they were in the playoffs and improving every year.
I guess you could say maybe 2.5, because I think that 1 year. Well, maybe has it been 4? Because I know that 1 year he didn't coach basically. Right. So I'm thinking he's coached himself maybe 2 years, 3 at the most.
Yeah. As far as the Texans are concerned, back to them. Of course, Will Fuller's out with broken collarbone, so he's probably out until November.
Yeah.
They probably will be placing him on the PUP list if they have not already.
Right.
So I'm thinking Jalen Strong and Braxton Miller got to step up at that second receiver slot.
Got to. You get drafted in the first and second round, you got to do something at some point.
Yeah, I got the Texans going, 10-6.
That's feasible. I mean, they're getting J.J. Watt back. Jadeveon Clowney actually showed up and showed out last year. So it's just really going to come down to Tom Savage and Deshaun Watson. Looking at the defensive ranks, they were number 1 in total defense, 2nd in passing, 12th in rushing. I thought they were doing better as far as sacks, but, imagine what they're going to do. You throw JJ back in the sacks-wise. Right.
Now, they did lose A.J. Bouye. I think he was one of their top corners last year.
They lost him, but then they brought in the one from New England.
They brought Logan Ryan, right?
Logan Ryan.
Okay. No, wait a minute. Logan Ryan is somewhere else.
No, I'm sorry. He's with the Titans. I'm sorry. I don't know who they replaced him with.
So
yeah, they lost Bouye and lost Quentin Demps. So that's 2 pieces from their starting secondary.
Yeah, but when you got a front seven like they got, you put that kind of pressure on the passing, you don't need elite
shutdown corners. No.
You know what I'm saying? Because quarterback's not going to have too much time to throw the ball anyway. So.
Nah. And we're going to see what the rookie does. Dante Foreman, as hopefully he'll have his stuff together, because Lamar Miller has proven that he cannot carry the load like that. Yeah. I think he'll be solid if he has a complimentary back, a power back. He don't need to be touching the ball 24 times a game like he did last year.
Another thing that jumped out to me just looking at numbers, I thought the Texans would have had more takeaways. They had 17, 11 picks, 6 fumbles.
Right.
They gave it away 24 times, 16 picks, 8 fumbles, so -7 in the takeaway giveaway area. I thought they would have had more takeaways.
Right.
The number I'm expecting to spike now that you got Watt back. It's gonna be tough for quarterbacks and tackles in this league to protect their guys, because you got Clowney coming off one side, you got Watt coming out the other side, and you got Merciless coming up the middle.
Yep.
Good luck.
Right. Right. Player who must step up, whoever's playing quarterback.
Yeah, I got the receivers. But that kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Back in the receivers, yeah. Because defense going to do his job. We can even say to Lamar Miller in that run game. They're going to have to, because you got either Savage or a rookie quarterback in Deshaun out there. And we saw it with last year with Dak. Night and day when you got a running game for a young quarterback, that helps.
Right. And they gave him a nice size bag to come there last summer. So, and somebody who needs to step up, I think Bill O'Brien's on the hot seat. I think if he don't get that done this year, if they have a really bad year, I can see him changing.
Yeah, I mean, what would you say they have to do? Because I don't think they're going to have a bad year.
I guess it would have to be an injury.
Make the playoffs again, because they've been making the playoffs. Do they need to win a playoff game in order for him to keep his job?
He won one last year, so I guess maybe he's not on the hot seat. Well, they beat the Raiders without Carr. They probably would have lost that game if Carr would have played. So, I don't know. Maybe they're, he's won a playoff game. They won the division with the last 2-3 years. He might be Gucci down there.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
He got a quarterback, so he can sit there and say Deshaun ain't ready this year. We'll be straight next year. So, hell, I'm probably wrong about that. But I'm not picking them to win the division, so we'll see. So you already went with you said 10-6.
Yeah.
I'm going to fall back. I'm going to say 8-8 because I'm being a hater. All right, Tennessee Titans. I'm picking them to win the division. I'm saying because they got the best quarterback in the division right now. Now, if Luck was healthy, and Luck may well be healthy by the start of the season, but right now I believe Mariota is the best quarterback in this division. And the thing I like most about it, their run game was devastating last year. Devastating. He had some weapons. Rashard Matthews had a good season last year. Delaney Walker did. But then you turn around and add a first-round pick. You add Eric Decker. That's a lot of mouths to feed, but damn, you can't stack that box no more against DeMarco Murray if you got all these weapons on the outside.
Right, and they drafted Corey Davis first round.
At number 5.
Yeah. So, that it seems like they're trying to put a lot of weapons around him like he had at Oregon so he can, so they can spread the field.
Right.
He can, trying to pick defenses apart quickly like that. Run game is going to be pretty good as always. I'm looking for Derrick Henry to have a breakout. I'm actually looking for him to take over DeMarco Murray's job at some point.
You think he'll take it this year?
I think so.
We thought DeMarco was done up there in Philly. I mean, I know they weren't using him correctly, but DeMarco is prone to getting hurt. I didn't expect him to have the season he had last year. I did not expect that.
I wasn't expecting that either.
And on top of that, he carried the ball almost 300 times. So touches, he was over 300 if you count the receptions.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Because I want to say Jerry ran him into the ground that last year, about 400 touches, right?
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. All those contributing factors, I'm looking for Derrick Henry to take that job.
Yeah. Okay, we're not even going to talk about the coach. I don't even know who Malarkey is. I believe he was an O-line coach somewhere. Defense, they ranked 20th total, 30th in passing. They had to address those corners.
And they did. They signed the whole – they addressed the whole secondary. They signed Logan Ryan. They signed Cypern as a safety. And then they
Adoree Jackson.
I think he is from USC, if I'm not mistaken.
USC, he is. So they had to do that. I mean, you can't be 30th in passing in a passing league and expect to win games. It just kind of don't work that way.
Now, it's going to help them that they're in a division that's probably not going to sling it around too much.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think Luck's I guess you could say he's the only one that's going to throw it around like that.
Right, and when is he going to play?
Right. So they broke even on giveaway, takeaway. 18 and 18. Only 11 interceptions for Mariota last year. That was solid. Well, did he throw those 11 or somebody else play after him? No, he only had 9. I believe they brought Mettenberg in, and he threw 2 of them picks toward him.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think Mariota still has a streak going where he has not thrown a pick inside the red zone.
Damn. And one thing people don't take into consideration too, that cat's sneaky as far as he'll take off on your ass.
Yeah, he's he got some sneaky. I don't want to say sneaky athleticism to be right. He's athletic. He can get on his horse a little bit and go. Kind of like if I think of another quarterback, if you really think is a passer and can run too, like Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron, yeah.
30th in passing is not going to cut it. On defense and being 25th in passing on offense is not going to cut it. So
I think they're going to take the reins off this year. Because I think they leaned heavily on the run game last year. So I believe they're going to open it up a little bit more, let him throw the ball like you said, let him get comfortable, spread him out. They got some nice pieces up there.
Yeah, they do.
Rashard was their number 1. I'm assuming he returns as number 1, but they still got Rashard. I still like the cat they drafted last year. God, Tajay Sharp. I liked him last year. They got a lot of pieces up there playing wide receiver. Kendall Wright's gone. I don't know how Harry Douglas is still on this team. How?
He is?
Yeah. Has not been cut yet, some kind of way.
It's coming. It's coming.
All right, players who must step up.
They drafted Sharp last year. They drafted Davis this year. They signed Decker. They got Rashard Matthews. Where the hell does Harry Douglas fit in?
Good question.
You know what I'm saying? So
Good question.
I don't know what the other slot guys looking like. So maybe. And I know he not a special teams dude, so he ain't no gunner. So yeah, Harry Douglas might be at working at Renner Center next week.
Hey, long as he stay clear of what's old boy in Denver.
Oh, Talib.
Long as he stay clear to leave, because Talib's still looking for him.
Lee had all summer to get that boy if he wanted to get him.
Oh boy, we'll talk about Talib next week when we do AFC West. All right, who you got as a player who must step up for this team?
I got Derrick Henry.
Okay.
I just got Derrick Henry. I couldn't really think of anybody else, but yeah, I'm looking for him, like I said, to take over the job and take them to the next, take them to the next step.
Player with most to prove. The secondary.
Yeah, secondary and the new receivers. I mean, like you said, you can't be last in pass defense and damn near last in passing offense.
One thing they got going too, we ain't talk about. They got a really solid offensive line. Really, really solid. A lot of hogs on there who protect. So we're gonna see something from them this year. You saying Houston, I'm saying the Titans. I'm saying they're gonna go that 10-6. You got the Texans going that 10-6. So
yeah, I got Titans going. 8-8, maybe probably even 9-7.
All right, now this is where it gets dicey, because I was having a hard time coming up. If Luck misses these 6 games, I think they come in 4th in this division. If he misses those 6, and that's saying a lot. But I just got to believe Jacksonville's better this year. I got to believe that. I got to.
I don't have no faith in that, home.
I got to.
Even with Luck being out, I'm thinking. I mean, just to say he missed first 5 or 6 games, I still got him probably going. What I got him going 7-9.
Okay.
I still don't see Jacksonville coming close to that.
Damn, you can't win every March free agency. You're the number 1 team and still lose every damn year.
They still got Blake as a quarterback.
I gotta believe they're gonna pass control his ass 30 times a game. They're gonna hand the ball to Fournette. The defense, what they do last year? They were 6th in total defense.
Yeah.
You got all them first-round picks. I think Tom Coughlin's probably looking at him like, just don't fuck it up. That's it.
I mean, not only that. I mean, we put a lot on Blake, but their run game is trash also. And like you said, with a quarterback that's struggling or a young quarterback, you got to have a run game. If you don't have a run game, you're really putting them behind the 8 ball. So I think that's where Fournette is going to come in. As a player who must step up, he's going to be counted on as a rookie to come in there and put in work immediately.
I'm surprised Ivory's still on that team.
I mean, we'll see. Roster trimmings ain't started yet.
Yeah.
Chris Ivory's bound to get hurt anyway. He only good for about 6-7 games a year.
It's funny because I put their numbers together. Him and Yeldon, 247 carries, 904 yards, 4 TDs. At LSU, Fournette had 129 carries, 843 yards, and 8 TDs. I would venture to say that the SEC, the defense, could be put on par with the AFC South. I could venture to say that. So
yeah, this is crazy. But 2 professional running backs did not muster up 1,000 yards between the 2 of them, and no more than 4 touchdowns.
And look now, what's even funnier? Bortles had 58 carries for 359 yards. He was 3rd behind them. And now I combined their numbers; they were both around 460 apiece.
Yeah.
So he was damn near their leading rusher.
Well, Blake numbers is funny in the light anyway.
Yes, they are.
Adding them stats in garbage time.
Garbage king, boy. Garbage king in fantasy.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if you don't want one of them ugly ass bye weeks and you need a quarterback in Jacksonville playing like the Browns, Pick up Blake. He'll get you 15, 20 points.
You get your 15 to 25. Don't let them be down.
Yeah.
If they down, it's on.
But I hope he steps up because I really like their receivers. I like Allen Robinson and I like Alex Hearns. They took a step back last year because the quarterback play was so bad, but the year before that, both of them receivers both had 10-plus touchdowns.
Yeah.
And that's another reason why last year was so eye-popping because it looked like that they were going in the right direction, Blake was. And last year they took not one, not two, they took 3 steps back, if you ask me. Because
they signed 3 of the top free agents on defense. Like the first week of free agency. It might have been the first couple of days of free agency.
You say every year they right there in them free agents now.
Every March. They win every March. And then don't shit happen every year.
But they got them damn pools in the stadium.
Hey, people, I've been to that stadium. That Jacksonville Stadium is live.
So
you can get a good ass seat to the game for like $100. You damn near on the field.
Let me ask you this, because if you go back a few years before Blake got there, you know, there's a whole lot of talk, man. They should bring Tebow in. Tebow put some butts in the seat in Jacksonville. Do you think at this point they would be any better off with Tebow than Blake?
No, man.
Hey, man. You know. I'm gonna be a Tebower right now. Hey, man. Tebow won 7 straight games. Doesn't matter if they would all get sucked team. He won 7 straight games and he won a playoff game. He deserves a statue.
Timmy Jesus is a god down there in Florida. You know what? I hate we talking Tebow. Did you see that shit that the Dolphins talking about? They considered him. Tebow ain't threw a ball since 2012, and they said they considered signing him.
I mean, they called me too.
Okay, gotcha. Cool. That makes sense. I get it now. But nah, man, it's a damn shame Tebow never knew how to learn how to throw the ball, because he's a winner. You can't take that away from him.
Right.
He's a winner. Just couldn't figure out how to throw the ball, man. You can't be beating teams throwing the ball 12 times a game.
He should have took his ass to Canada, and he'd probably be back in the league right now.
He'd have got his numbers up there. He sure should have. All right, player who must step up, and the player with the most to prove, I believe we both agree, is Blake Bortles.
Blake Bortles, and Blake Bortles again.
Gotcha. Yeah, he's playing. You talk about playing for a job. He's playing for a job. I mean, you playing for it. So
5-11.
You know what? I'm a shit.
5-11, bruh. Look at their schedule. Who the hell they beat?
And they ain't win but 3 games last year too.
And they in a garbage division and then win but 3 games.
God damn it! All right, I ain't even gonna put nothing on that. Okay, so that means you're elevating the Colts to 3rd in the division.
What you call it elevating? Like I said, I think they're going 7-9. I think they trash too.
Right. 7-9, and he ain't gonna play 5 or 6. What the hell is the backup?
We said that last week. Who is it? Scott Tolzien?
Are they that good?
I just don't think. I'm just saying 7-9. I looked at their schedule and it kind of went down it.
Okay.
So I mean, part of it is based on Luck being there at some point over the first few games. Now, if it's extended, then they could be even worse. But if he's there, I think they'll be right in the thick of trying to get to 500, depending on how much time he missed. So that theirs is kind of tricky.
I mean, they brought 2 offensive linemen in, 2. So,
but what 2 offensive linemen did they bring in?
I don't know. They drafted one guy. I have no idea who Fawn Cooper is. Well, Fawn Cooper and Brian, that guy. But so that's 3 they brought in. I'm sorry, they drafted 1, brought in 2. So that's an attempt compared to what they've done the last couple of years, which is signed every wide receiver under 6 feet who can run a go route.
Yeah, I like that receivers. Their top 3 were Moncrief, Hilton, and
Dorsett.
Yeah, he's a slot receiver. So I like that weapons right there. They lost Dwayne Allen,
but Doyle was better than him anyway.
Yeah, and Jack Doyle eat a lot now because Dwayne Allen was getting a lot of targets last year too, though.
Yeah, they like to run the two sets, but hell, I'm telling you what, his best damn fantasy game, well, overall game, when they played the Jets on that Monday night, and they ain't attempt to guard him. The Jets were ass on defense last year.
It's the Jets, so they probably were trying, but it just looked like they weren't because they so bad.
He was so wide open that game. I mean, he was so wide open. It made no sense.
Yeah, he's not fast
at all. So it's not like his separation coming.
Yeah.
Chuck Pagano, I mean, he's been on the hot seat pretty much for the last 2 years, but it's hard to say. Like you said, though, they were winning the division. They'd win 11 games about 2-3 years in a row.
Yeah.
But they have a new GM now. New GM took over, and he didn't hire Chuck Pagano. So you know how that go. I ain't hired you, dog. I ain't married to you. I don't know. We gonna see how it goes.
This will make it. This will prove it year. This was a prove it year. Another thing, takeaway giveaway. They took the ball away 17 times, and they gave it away 22. So that's -5. And we forgot to go over Jacksonville, who was even worse. They only took the ball away 13 times and gave it away 29
times.
So that's minus
13 fumbles. People, I'm going to look in the camera when I tell you this. This shit will not fly with Tom Coughlin. None of this shit will fly. Ask anybody up there. This shit will not fly. Y'all will see a different team this year.
Exactly.
It will be different.
But with those numbers right there, that just brought something to my attention. Again, how garbage this division is. Not one team in this division was on the plus side of takeaway giveaway last year. No.
Damn. -7. Well, the Titans they broke even. Basically.
They were even, but on the plus side, nobody.
Yeah, damn.
So when the AFC South come to town, lick your chops. Lick your chops.
Yeah, that 13 picks really wasn't that. That was kind of a low season for Luck, huh?
He didn't play all the games, I don't think.
Okay, yeah, so he might have got up around that 16, 17. He'd played a few more games.
Yeah, his standard. But he threw 31 touchdowns. When the hell did he throw them?
I'm telling you, about 10 of them was against the Jets that Monday night. I'm telling you. At least 10 of them were.
I like Malik Hooker though. I think he is going to be a good one. So I'm very interested to see what he does. Quincy Wilson, I hear good things about him at corner, but I'm not going to sit here and act like I have watched a whole lot of tape of games on him. So we'll see what he does. But that definitely
Hankins was a win. He he started next to Harrison up there with the Giants. And they couldn't afford to keep him after they paid him. So this is a run stopper they're putting in the middle. So that was pretty solid for them to get him so late in the game. But I got one of the best things they did this offseason was firing that last dude, man.
Which guy?
What was that guy's name? GM? No, the GM for the Colts.
Oh, Ryan Grigson. Yeah.
I mean, they got like 2 or 3 games better off top with him being gone.
Yeah, and he got another job like immediately. It's not a GM job, but I want to say he works for the league now.
Nah, he's with the Browns. It's a solid little job too, in personnel. So, hey.
All right, we'll see.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was a relatively easy division.
Yep. We're gonna close this thing out so we can get ready to watch Hard Knocks.
Yes, sir. Looking forward to seeing what that boy Jameis got to say. Looking forward to it. I need the "we some dogs, not puppies" type speeches the whole time.
It should be entertaining between him and Deshaun Jackson.
Oh, I forgot about Deshaun. He's not gonna do a crip walk because he don't go that way.
Tell him what the hell Deshaun Jackson might do, man.
Yeah.
Who you giving the F Up award to this week?
I'm giving it to the king himself up there in Cleveland, LeBron James. LeBron, I know everybody coming at you. I get it. Stop doing the videos, homie. Stop subtweeting. You're too big for that.
I saw another workout video. I missed the tweets though. What was going on with the tweets?
This one was about don't let nobody ride your wave. He posted this at like 1 a.m. last night. Cause I'm you see the great. I'm an old school cat. Subtweeting is for suckers, man. Just stop. Just go. Just don't. You better than this. Just
It's their generation, man. Their generation. Passive aggressive. That's their generation.
And when he do shit like that, I see why it irritates Kyrie. I see why. Subtweeting in these videos and come on, B. Come on. You're the best player in the world. You don't even got to be speaking to these cats. But everybody is taking shots at them this summer, so,
I mean, yeah, that's true. So you have to kind of ask yourself, what would you do in that situation? Are you going to sit around and take shots? Huh?
I'm a hothead, so, I'd fire back.
I'm giving mine to UCLA quarterback Josh Rosen.
Good one.
Now, he came out with some statements talking about, college athletes, how football and college really don't mix. And a lot of what he had to say I agree with. But the part I really don't care for was he said, you raised the SAT requirement at Alabama and then see what kind of team they put on the field.
Well, damn. I ain't even hear that.
I hear a lot of things in that statement that he really didn't say. I hear a lot of undertone there. First of all, don't write a check your ass can't cash if you have to end up playing Alabama.
Whew.
Okay. I don't know what the competition is like in the Pac-12 this year, but if you happen to, y'all happen to be good, which I think that's supposed to be pretty high in the rankings this year. I could be wrong, but if you have to see Alabama, you don't want to have to eat them words.
Nah.
Two, what are you really trying to say? Are you trying to say the players at Alabama are dumb? To me, it came across condescending.
It really did.
Who are you to be putting their name out there as the one school? So I didn't really care for that. That could be any school. I would say this to you, Josh Rosen: if UCLA was not in LA, what kind of team would y'all have? If you didn't have entertainers that went to the school like Puffy and Snoop, getting all these players and recruits to come in, what would your team look like?
Man, they football been dead for years.
Exactly. So, you talk that shit out there on that West Coast, but we play real football down here in the South, homeboy.
And I tell you one thing, Nick Saban got a long memory. A long memory. They will run the score up on y'all asses if they see y'all. Run the score up. All right. We've come to last call. I moved one of our last call topics up to the top for open ball. So we'll just close out with something kind of funny. Okay. Usher, we need you to come out, homie. We need you to say something. There's too much going on out in these streets. People talking. These rumors. I mean, this dude's coming out saying you gave him that stuff now. We need you to talk, Usher. Come on out. Say that ain't me. Something.
I heard some stuff on the radio this morning, though. I kind of understand, I think, why he's not. I think he's getting his ducks in a row. He's about to go at whoever these people are legally.
Okay, good.
So if you're doing that, yeah, it's probably best that you don't start doing interviews and start saying stuff that could come back and hurt your case. Now, from this girl that's come out, I'm going to refrain from saying anything disparaging about her.
Please don't.
I'm not going to go there. But apparently she does this a lot.
Yeah, I heard that.
Having babies by other people and being involved with other entertainers and singers. So apparently this is just what she does. So we'll see. But yeah, at some point, you can't just be out here throwing my name around talking about herpes. And I don't send somebody to come see about you or something.
I have to leak. What's your people? Unnamed sources. Somebody have to speak on my behalf right now.
Something would have to shake.
All right, we can get up out of here. We got a busy division coming up in 2 days. That's
true. I had one added last call topic.
Go ahead.
Monty Harrison, AAU coach from a team in Missouri, pulled his team off of the floor in the tournament over the weekend. Now he has a star player on his team, a highly recruited player named Bol, Manute Bol's son.
Okay, I heard about him.
He pulled his team off the court for arguing disagreements with the refs. So you got LeVar doing this, you got this coach doing this. This is going to probably be becoming a trend because see now you got AAU ball and it's been growing this way throughout the years. these guys and these teams know that they bring money to these to these organizations like Adidas and everybody else that put on these things. So now if they got the power to start pulling players off of the court, to me, it's these coaches are starting to make it about them and not about the kids. Because this AAU stuff is supposed to be about these kids getting opportunities so college coaches can look at them and start recruiting them. You start pulling players off of the court just because you pissed off at refs giving you texts. You're making it about you, and this is not about the kids anymore, and I really don't care for that.
Man, we've been talking about this for a while now. You know, AAU ball has changed the NBA. It's changed ball in general. You know, you think about it. Cats don't even like to compete at combines no more. They do individual workouts. The whole thing about competition ain't there no more. Now that they're doing this, like you said, you know, if a coach gonna pull a team like that, how can you build on that? How can you build character? You know, we take this L, they got us, we're going to get them next time. You
right.
You're building nothing if you do it that way. But right. Like you said, Adidas, Nike, Under Armour, all of them in that gym, pumping that money in there, got them cameras rolling.
Right. It's like exactly like you said, when LeVar Ball, Adidas was like, no, we're not kicking him out. Make sure you keep him on the court or keep his team on the court. So now you got the ref organizations looking like, wait a damn minute.
They ain't got no power.
We ain't got no power. Can we call the damn game without being dictated of how to do our jobs? So the AAU shit is a mess, man. It's a mess.
It's a hot mess. And then you wonder why these cats don't compete like they know how to, because they've been taught not to. But, you know, that's another rant for another day.
Well, so at the end of the day, is it worth it? Because these kids ain't getting developed. They're not getting developed when they get to college. And when they get to pros, unless you, Andrew Wiggins, or one of these elite cats, you're going to be in the D-League or your development is going to be stunted. And you're never going to be the player you probably could have become if you had got the proper coaching when you were young.
Pretty much. You got anything else, or we up out of here?
Man, we about to be up out of here, man. Tell people to hit you up
tonight. Oh, we did good. You can hit me at RK6000 on Twitter. Holler at me. I talk sports.
There you go. Also, hit me up at Diego Barich on Twitter. Also, remember to hit us up at the AA Sportscast Twitter page, IG page, Facebook page. Y'all know about the YouTube channel. Hit that hit the subscribe button. Also, check us out on that Spreaker app, man. Spreaker's popping. Take us on the go with you. Like I said, school just starting back up. So you know you're dropping them badass kids off to school. Y'all listen to us in the morning. We appreciate it. Hit that heart button on the Spreaker app so we'll know that you liked it. Again, comments, emails, all of that is very well appreciated. Also, we still got some slots for the AA Sportscast Fantasy Football. We got a few more of those slots to fill. So people please go ahead and hit us up by the DM or email. And so you can go ahead and engage in that. We got some prizes that's going to be coming along with that league as well. No entry fee. All right? So, y'all know what time it is. We'll see y'all on Thursday for our NFC South breakdown.
We got guests coming Thursday.
Saints, Panthers. We got a lot of guests coming through. Should be a lot of fun. So, for myself, Diego Barista, Uncle Hate, it's AA Sports, straight sports, no chaser, baby. We'll holler at y'all on Thursday. Peace.